Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Marie, hello. First to comment today. Hello. Hi, Suzanne. Hello. How are we? Hi, Carol. Hello. It's Wednesday. It feels very strange. Normally it doesn't feel too odd that when I'm live on a Wednesday. But yeah, today, I don't know, it just feels a bit strange. Hi Lorraine, hi Rebecca, Lee, hello, hi Kirsty, good evening Lillian and Fleur, hello, hi Caroline, hi Penny and Kim, hello, 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 hi Barbara. So today is our monthly charm deal. Now, I don't know if you saw, but earlier I did post a picture of July's monthly charm deal. So this one here was July's. Okay, so tonight's opening is for August. And how it works is you have your Oyster opening, you pick your colour pearl, and you don't know what charm is going to arrive until it arrives. Everyone gets the same charm, and it's a different charm each month. So that's July's one. So we're opening up today for August's charm monthly deal. Okay, so no other openings tonight, just those. And if you would like to order other openings, they'll be opened on Friday night. Okay, so I did post an order list earlier, so hopefully you all saw that order list. If not, if you have a look on the page where that photo of that charm is posted, it's in that description there, the order list. Okay, so we're going to jump straight in for tonight, and all oysters are available. So up first is Lillian Walker. Lillian, are you here? Good evening, Kelly. Hello. I'm looking for Lillian Walker. Lillian, hello. You've got one opening today. Mystery Oyster, donate the shell. And you're hoping for a pink or a blue. So let me get this open for you. Donating the shells and hoping for a pink or a blue. So let's go down. Michaela, when was the last time, did you email on yesterday? If so, I may not have got to that email as of yet, if that makes sense, because I try to get back to emails within sort of a 48-hour period. So, Lillian, your mystery oyster. Oh, slight double pop with that one there. Oh, and I don't know if you saw that. If I move my finger, a pearl sort of popped out to the side there and sort of rolled into my finger. There is your mother of pearl. I can see, however, that you are twinning. Lillian, twinning with darker twins there. Now I'm just going to have a squidge and then we'll have a closer look at the colour of these as well. Okay, so there's no more in that one. And if I dry these up for you, you have dark chocolatey silver twins here. Now, oh, a bit bright. What do you think to these? So just a piece of kitchen towel in the centre there. Dark chocolatey silver twins. Now, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. However, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. So just let me know what you think and what you would like to do. And if I pop them on the board for you. So twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. Lillian, what do you think to those? So same shade and size with these ones. Swap one for pink and the other for blue, of course. And which one would you like on your charm? One pink, one blue. Let me just hold these up just so you can have a close look. Confirm if you're happy with those shades. And like I say, if so, would you prefer the pink or the blue on your charm there? You just take these other two away. And if I bring you back up as well. Actually, before I pop those on there, I'll just get you to confirm if you're happy with those colours. Blue on the charm, perfect. I've got that down for you then. Lillian, I hope you're happy with that, and thank you very much for the donations with your shells, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And I've popped that safely up there for you. Up next this evening is Tina Bennington. Tina, are you here? Oh, of course you can, Lillian. I've got that down for you, Lillian, my lovely. That invoice will get sent through tomorrow for you, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form, okay? Not a problem at all. And Tina, hello, hello, hello. You also have one opening. Mystery Oyster and donate your shells. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for, Tina? Let me get him open. And let's go down. We have a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. Now I can see straight away that we are twinning. And you're twinning with larger chocolate twins, I can see there. So started with chocolatey silver. Now these are definitely larger chocolate twins here. Now again, I'm just having a squidge around. Oh, Lillian, bless you, you're very welcome. And Tina, there's no more in that one. So if I dry these up for you and pop them in the sand, what do you think to a chocolate pearl? And would you be happy with this one on your jewellery? Now, of course, if you're not happy, we can swap one or both of them. Just let me know what you think and what you would like to do. Again, if I pop them on the board for you, Tina, chocolate twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And chocolate twin number 2 is a runaway. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well, so they're the same size there. Pink and a purple, we can indeed. Okay, can you just have a look, see if you're happy with these shades here? And if so, which one of these would you like on the jewellery? Oh, Caroline, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. What do you think, Tina? Are you happy with that pink and purple? And if so, which one would you like on your jewellery? Just going to bring you back up here. They're fine. And pink on the charm, of course. Let me write that down. Okay, so pink on there. Okay, I've got that down for you then. Thank you as well for the donations with your shells, Tina. And again, I hope you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. And up next this evening is Emma Favel. Emma, are you here? Good evening. Welcome to everybody joining. And Emma, you're here as well. Hello, hello, hello. So you've got one opening. Tina, you're very welcome. Can you have mystery and donate your shells? Of course you can. Emma, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Let me get him open. And let's go down. Oh, Nicola, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. Okay, so Emma, we have a slight lighter pop there. Ooh, and in here there's a slight bit of a pearl blister, but you can see there's no pearls on that side. I can, however, see a beautiful darker two-tonal blue pearl. Okay, so there's no more in that one. Let me show you this two-tonal blue. He's a TARDIS and Pepsi blue here. So if you can see, beautiful deep TARDIS blue. And as you go round, you move round into that lighter Pepsi blue. Oh, and then back into that TARDIS blue. So TARDIS blue, Pepsi blue. What do you think to this one, Emma? Here he is in the sand for you. And if I pop him on the board as well, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Love him. Perfect. Let me bring you up. I'm glad you're happy with him, and you're very, very welcome, Emma. Let me pop this on here. Again, thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely. And I do hope you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, up next then is Julie Crowther. Julie, are you here? Oh, Marie, bless you. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. Julie, hello. You have one opening altogether. Mystery Oyster, donate your shells. Not sure on the colour, although you don't have a red. Okay, so fingers crossed for you, my lovely. Let me get him open. Okay, and let's go down. So your Mystery Oyster, lighter pop there. And there is your mother of pearl. Now I can see a darker pearl. There's been a few darker pearls this evening actually. Darker pearl towards the top there. And let me have a squidge in here for you as well. They've always been a hymn, Sophie. It is just habit now. There's no more in that one. Okay, so if I dry him up for you, and let's have a closer look. I believe he's a two-tonal dark chocolate, my lovely. So if I hold him up so you can see, so this is the darker side. As we go round, he gets slightly lighter, and then we go back into that darker area again. So a two-tonal dark chocolate pearl. What do you think to this one? Now you did say you haven't got a red, so if you did want to swap, we can do that for you. But of course, if you're happy with this one, that's perfect as well. If I pop him on the board for you, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. What do you think to that one, Julie? I can have a look. What do you think to this one here? What do you think to that red there, my lovely? You have a red like that on a charm already. Anything a bit redder? We've got darker redder than that. If I show you like that one. So this is going into more of the burgundy reds. If not, you'll be going into a black cherry. I don't have anything sort of bright red at the moment. No, it's absolutely fine. It's not a problem. What do you think to that one? Like I say, any brighter red, I don't actually have, I don't have one at the moment. Can you see a sea green instead? You can indeed. a sea green. Of course, I've still got the chocolate at the bottom, just in case you saw a pearl moving around at the bottom there. That's just the original chocolate. Lovely. Okay, so you're happy with that sea green. Perfect. Let me bring you back up again. And if I pop him on here. Julie, I'm glad you're happy with that one. And thank you as well for the donations with your shells. And again, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. No, I completely understand. You've got to be happy with the colour, 100%. So I don't mind at all, because I want you guys to be happy with the colour chosen. Gemma, this is something that we're currently looking into. Regarding the orders that you guys can see on your end. If you would like to have more information about your orders, do email me at the moment, but the login account bit, that is getting sorted at the moment, so you don't sort of need to email me to tell me that, if that makes sense. But if you'd like to know about your orders, then yes, email me with order numbers and I can get back to you. Right, up next is Linda Dixon. Linda, are you here? Linda Dixon, are you here? Not a problem, Gemma. Linda, hello. Mystery and donate your shells. Perfect. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? I'll get him open for you. And Linda, let's go down. So in here, oh, noisy oyster. Lighter double pop there. And I can see you've actually got a pearl on this side, and I can also see another one there, so there's no more in that one. Linda, you are twinning, and you're twinning with lighter coral twins. Again, I'm just having a squidge in here for you. And there's no more in that one. Linda, hoping for blues, purples, greens or yellows. So we're twinning lighter corals here. What do you think to these? Now again, if you would like to swap them, we can do so. And then you just need to let me know which one you'd like on the jewellery. If I pop him on the board, coral number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And coral number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. Swap one for a blue, you can indeed. And is it the blue that you'd like on the jewellery? I've grabbed you a TARDIS blue, just let me know if this shade is okay. Yes, blue on the jewellery. Perfect. Let me just pop that on here for you. And on here. Linda then, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And again, thank you for the donations with your shells. I've got down that you'd like the blue on your monthly charm. So I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's it there. No, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. Up next is Jutta Learman. Jutta, are you here? Jutta Learman, are you here? I don't think I've seen her so far today, so fingers crossed she's here. If not, we will move on, and then we can add her back into the end of the order list if she comes on. Oh, Lillian, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. Last call for Jutta Learman. If not, we'll move on. Jutta, if you are here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody can see Jutta's comment, again, please comment on the comments because it brings it forward so I can see. I don't believe I've seen her, so like I said, I'm going to pop her to the side, and if she comes on, we can add her in again. Up next then is Carol Ann Grant. Carol Grant, are you here? Carol, hello, Mystery Oyster and donate your shells. Carol, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Okay, so let's go down. And your Mystery Oyster. Oh, quite a nice louder pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. Now, Carol, I can see straight away that you're twinning, and you're twinning with blue twins there. Now, they do look like they're slightly different shades. So you've got a slightly darker and then a slightly lighter blue. And I think they're actually slightly two-tonal as well. So if we have a closer look at these, I'll show you each pearl individually. And that way, if you would prefer one of these on your jewellery, you can let me know if you'd like the darker or the lighter one. Okay, so the lighter of the two, visually possibly slightly smaller, is slightly two-tonal. He's got, but mostly that lighter Pepsi blue around there. Then possibly slightly visually larger, and it's just a darker Pepsi blue. Again, slightly two-tonal. So you've got a darker and a lighter blue. What do you think to those? And if you're happy, which one would you like on the jewellery? And again, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. The smaller blue, oh no, sorry. The visually smaller but the lighter of the two blues is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Visually larger, darker of the two blues is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, oh, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So they are measuring at different sizes there as well. So darker is larger, lighter is smaller. What do you think to those, my lovely? Swap the larger one for a bright orange for the charm. Let me just grab one for you. Can you confirm, are you happy with this one here? And if so, is it just confirm again that it's that orange on the charm? Thank you, Bab. Just writing that down for you. Tonight is the monthly charm deal live gale. So normally we do it on the first Wednesday of each month. Because I was in hospital, we did have to move it to today. So it is an extra live, but it's our normal extra live, if that makes sense. Perfect. So coral on the charm, on a lobster fitting. I've got that down for you. So that invoice will get sent through for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and like I say, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Up next this evening is Kelly Maybury. Kelly, are you here? The September one is Wednesday the 8th of September. So not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after. Carol, you're very, very welcome. And Kelly, you're here. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Kelly, which type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Mystery and donate the shells, of course you can. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Sally, when did you order? If you've ordered sort of this evening, then if it's for the August monthly deal, then you'll definitely be on tonight. It's just I just haven't updated the order list yet. So I will do an updated order list once we get to the end of this current one. So Kelly, let's go down your mystery oyster donating the shells. Have a softer pop there. Oh, and in here, there's your mother of pearl. Definitely a darker themed night today. So you have a darker pearl there. And there's no more in that one. So you have a two-tonal silver and olive green. So silver and olive green pearl. Hopefully you can see the colours, Kelly, as we go around there. Now, what do you think to this one? Are you happy with this one to go onto your jewellery? And again, if you're not happy, we can swap him for you. If I pop him on the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. We do, Samantha, yes. And Kelly, you love it. Perfect. Let me just pop him in here for you. I'm glad you're happy with that one, Kelly. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. Oh, and I do hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives and that's safe up there for you. Up next this evening is Donna Marie Bradshaw. Donna Marie Bradshaw, are you here? Suzanne, so I do actually send out a little note sort of saying don't show this charm online, and that the July one did say until August, so it was shown in the group, but we are in August, if that makes sense. So it was technically okay. I hadn't showed the charm yet, but it was okay to be shared. Because that's what was requested. Now this tonight's one, the date will be slightly different. I'll ask you not to share it until a certain date, but then after that date it'll be fine to share, but you do get like a little slip in with the charm just to explain that. So I'm looking for Donna Marie Bradshaw. Donna, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody can see Donna's comment, please comment on her comments, because again, it will bring it forward so I can see. So I'm looking for Donna Marie Bradshaw. Oh, bless you, Sophie. Hello. So you want the smaller blue on a lobster, and you want me to invoice you for the cost of the pearl and then that one on a hoop fitting as well, Carol. If so, that's not a problem. I've got that down for you, not a problem there. And I haven't seen Donna, so we're going to move on. Again, if she comes on, we can add her in, but it will be to the end of the order list. Up next is Linda Dixon. Linda, are you here? think we had Linda earlier. I'm having deja vu. Oh, we did. Is it the same Linda? It is. Linda Dixon, are you here? Okay, so I haven't seen Linda this time around. I think I might make a note to email her because she might want both orders, but if they're the same thing, she might not. So I'm just going to make a note. Okay, perfect. So I'll email her unless she comes on tonight, then she can have her opening if she comes on again. Up next then is Bronnie. Bronnie Van Leer, are you here? Good evening, Alexandra. Now I saw Bronnie earlier. Bronnie, hello. Donate mystery oyster. Donate the shells. And we're not sure on the colour. Okay, so we'll see what comes out and then we can go from there, my lovely. So I'm just getting him open. And then let's go down your mystery oyster. And you've got a deeper pop there. And sticking with the darker theme tonight, there's your mother of pearl. And you are also twinning with darker pearls. And again, I'm just going to have a squidge in here. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so let me just see what colour these are for you. Now these are a darker gunmetal grey. Almost looks like he's got a purple hue to him, but I'm definitely going to say he's a darker gunmetal grey twins here. Now Bronnie, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. But again, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you, okay? So if I pop them on the board, gunmetal grey number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And twin number 2, it's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. So you have a larger and a smaller twin there. Oh, bless you, Samantha. Thank you for the stars. Bronnie, what do you think to these? Purple and TARDIS blue on a lobster fitting. Okay, can you just have a look just to see if you're happy with these shades here? Sorry, I didn't want to sink them in the sun then. So TARDIS blue, and I've grabbed a violet purple for you. But like I say, if that's not the correct shade, do let me know. Let me bring you back up though so I can write that down. So we're going to have purple for the charm and on a lobster fitting. Oh, a different purple. Do you know what shade of purple you'd like? Okay, let me go back down so you can have a look. So you don't like the violet purple. Cadbury Purple. So that's a Cadbury Purple, or we've got these dark, deeper purples, which are quite dark, but they, oh, don't drop the lid. Yay. So let me show you. This one here, that's the Cadbury Purple. And then this is a really deep, darker purple. So it's almost like it's a Cadbury, but it's got this darker tone to it as well. Oh, you've said awesome. Was that to the Cadbury Purple, or do you prefer the darker purple? Cadbury Purple, not a problem. So again, I've got down that you'd like the purple on the charm, and then the blue to have a lobster fitting on him. The invoice will get sent through for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay, Bronnie, excuse me, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I do hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. Okay, up next this evening is Janet Lloyd. Janet Lloyd, are you here? Bronnie, you're very, very welcome. I'm looking for Janet Lloyd. Yep, I have added Jutta back in. Thank you, Sue. So I'll do an updated order list shortly. Janet, if you are here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody else can see Janet's, please comment on her comments, because again, it will bring it forward so I can see. Last call for Janet, if not we'll move on. Okay, so I haven't seen her, so like I say, I'm going to move on, and if she comes on we can add her back into the end of the order list. Up next then is Kirsty Davies. Kirsty, are you here? Kirsty, hello. Can you have a mystery? Donate the shells, and you're looking for a blue, a pink, or a red. Okay, so mystery oyster, let's go down, and you're looking for a blue, a pink, or a red. You have a sharper pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And Kirsty, you have a blue, my lovely. You have a lighter two-tonal Pepsi blue. And there's no more in that one. What do you think to this one? Let me just dry him up for you. Quite a nice sized blue as well. So just slightly lighter and brighter as you go around there. What do you think to this one, Kirsty? And again, if you're not happy, I can swap him for you. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. That's lovely. Perfect. Let me bring you back up here. And if I pop him in here for you. Kirsty, thank you for the donations with your shells. And again, I hope you'll be happy with everything once he arrives as well. And that's safe up there for you. Up next is Amy Hullen. Amy, are you here? Amy, hello, hello, hello. You also have one opening altogether. Mystery and donate your shells. I might top that bag up in a minute, actually. So, Amy, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Let's go down. So, your mystery oyster. Quite a nice sharper pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Now I can see straight away that you're twinning and going with the theme of the darker pearls tonight, because apparently our Mr. Oysters have darker pearls in at the moment. There's no more in that one, and you are twinning with darker chocolate twins, Amy. So again, I'm just going to dry them up for you and pop them in the sand. And again, they look like they're good sized twins here. There they are in the sand for you. Possibly this one here is slightly lighter than his twin, just slightly. And again, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. If I pop them on the board, the slightly lighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Slightly brighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's also an 8.5 there. So they are the same size, Amy. So it's completely up to you what you would like to do. Okay, perfect. Let me bring you back up. So we're going to have lighter on lobster. So we're going to have darker chocolate on there. And then we're going to have the lighter chocolate on a lobster fitting. Perfect, I've got that down for you, Amy. Again, your invoice is going to get sent through for you tomorrow, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form. Thank you as well for the donations with your shells, and I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. Perfect. Perfect. Up next is Lisa. Oh, sorry. Let me try that again. Up next this evening is Lisa Butterworth. Lisa, are you here? Lisa, hello. Mystery and keep your shells. That's not a problem. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for, Lisa? Oh, your mystery oyster. Let me get him open. Okay, and let's go down. So in here, oh, quite a nice sharper double pop there. And in here, straight away, you are twinning, and twinning with coral twins. So we've gone for some lighter twins this time, which is quite cool. See what will come out. Okay, so we'll see if you're happy with this colour, and again, if you're not, we can swap them. So I'm just going to clean your shells up here. And we've got twinning coral, lighter coral, I should say actually, twins. Now if I dry these up for you, and I'll pop them in the sand, you can have a closer look, and then you can let me know what you think and what you would like to do. Visually, it does look like you've got one slightly larger, one slightly smaller, so the larger one's on this side here, just visually. If I pop them on the board for you then, so the visually larger of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the visually smaller of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Okay, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. So they're measuring the same size there, just visually have slightly different looks to them. I'm just wrapping up your shells for you, my lovely. Red and gold, you can indeed. And then which colour would you like on the jewellery? Okay, so if you have a look at these two here and let me know if these shades are okay. And then, like I say, if they are, which one would you like on your jewellery? The red one, Lisa. Perfect, not a problem. Let me bring you back up here. And if I write that down for you. They're both perfect. No, you're very welcome. So red on there, perfect. Lisa, then I hope you'll also be happy with everything once it arrives, and I've popped your shells up there as well. Okay, perfect. Up next this evening is Sally Jones. Sally, are you here? Hello Jessica and hello Julie. Thank you both for joining us today. This evening, this morning, it depends on where you are. Now Sally, I believe, was here earlier, so hopefully she's still here. Sally Jones, are you here? Okay, so Sally, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody else can see Sally's comments, please comment on her comments, because again, it will bring it forward so I can see. Okay, so I haven't seen Sally. We're going to move on. And again, as she comes on again, we can add her in, but it will be to the end of the order list. Up next is Jutta Learman. Jutta, are you here? And then after Jutta, what we'll do is we'll do the updated order list. So if you have ordered whilst we've been on the live, I'll read out the order list in a moment. So, Jutta Learman, are you here? Hello, my lovely. Okay, so you have one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? I thought I was going to sneeze then. Do you know when you're going to sneeze? Ow. Do you know when you're going to sneeze? Yeah, I thought I was going to sneeze then. Okay, so Jutta, mystery and donate your shells. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So let's go down. Oh, lighter double pop there. And you have a runaway. Oh, and there's one on this side. You are twinning, and you're twinning with pink pearls there. Oh, Sally, you're here, not a problem. I'll add you back into the end of the order list, my lovely. So, Jutta, you are twinning with blush pink twins. Now, let me dry this up for you and pop them in the sand. What do you think to these? Now, again, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. And if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. So if I pop them on the board, pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So they're measuring slightly different sizes there. Jutta, do you have a preference to what size you'd like on the jewellery? If not, and you're happy with either or, then that's perfect as well. Oh, Alpha, bless you. Thank you for the stars there, my lovely. Thank you. One on her hoop and the larger twin on the jewellery. Perfect, I've got that down for you. Your invoice will get sent through tomorrow, and again that will go to the email address that's on the order form. Thank you very much for the donations with your shells as well, and of course I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. Right, let me just refresh this before I do the updated order list, just in case. I don't think there is any to print off. No, okay, so an updated order list is, just so you're very welcome. So up next would be Anne Lewis, and then we have Amanda Gray, Samantha Butler, and Sally Jones. Okay, so there's 4 of you there. So Anne Lewis, are you here? I'm looking for Anne Lewis. Are you here? And hello, mystery and donate your shells. Is there a certain colour, Anne, that you're hoping for? So let's go down. Your mystery oyster. We have a lighter pop there. Oh, and you have a runaway. You have a pink as well. So there's your mother of pearl. And I'm just going to have a squidge in here for you. So you have, I'm going to say actually that's more of a candy floss pink, Anne. Just having a squidge in here. There's no more in that one. So you have a candy floss pink pearl. Let me dry him up for you, and if I hold him up so you can see. Oh, I've just seen that you're hoping for a violet purple. So if you would like to swap this one, we can definitely do that for you. I do have some violet purples in my swap pots. But of course, if you're happy with this one as well, then that's absolutely fine. So just let me know what you prefer to do. So here's your pink, your candy floss pink in the sun there. And if I pop him on the board for you as well, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. Just going to grab a purple so you can have a look. Swap for the violet purple. Perfect, I've got that for you already there. Let me bring you up. And if I pop this in here, and I hope you're happy with that colour shade there. And if I pop him on here for you. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And again, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. Okay, and up next then this evening is Amanda Gray. Amanda, are you here? Anne, you're very, very welcome. My favourite colour pearls are the greens, more the olive green, and then we're going to be going forest green, sea green, then of course the apple greens, and then it would be the autumn peach. So green and then autumn peach. Amanda, hello. So Amanda, you have one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? Donate the shells and mystery oyster. So I've got a few left in here at the moment. I can top them up if need be. So Amanda, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So let's go down. Oh, he's a slight clapper there, which just means he's slightly open. I think I can see a pearl there as well, which means I don't need to pop him. And opens up beautifully. Now in here, I can see straight away that you are twinning, and you're twinning with gold pearls there. Now the both of them, they do look to be slightly two-tonal. And there's no more in that one. Now if I dry these up for you, I'm going to show you them each individually, like I say, just because they're both of them two-tonal. So this one's the brighter of the two. So overall, it's just got slightly lighter areas. That's the brighter of the two. And the lighter of the two still has this brighter area, but then he does go quite the lighter gold and then back to that brighter gold. So if you're happy with these, do let me know if you'd like the brighter or the lighter one on the jewellery. If I pop them on the board for you, the brighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the lighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. So they're the same size, they do just have slightly different colourings to them. You love them, perfect. Do you have a preference to which one would go on your jewellery? Oh. The brighter, no, you're very, very welcome. Okay, perfect. I've got that down for you, my lovely. So I hope you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. And thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, perfect. Up next of this evening is Samantha Butler. Samantha, are you here? Samantha, you are ready. Hello. Invoice you for the lobster fitting on the other one, Amanda. Of course I can. Amanda, I've got that down for you, and your invoice will get sent through tomorrow, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay. Perfect. And Samantha, hello. Can you please donate your shells? Of course you can. You've got one opening altogether. New Oyster. And you'd like that sea blue pearl. Okay, so fingers crossed for a sea blue. Let's get your new rainbow oyster open and let's go down. So in here, there's one side. Oh, and the other side, a pearl has literally popped out there. Let me open this up. You look, you have a darker purple, and there's no more in that one. You have a darker purple, my lovely. Now let me dry him up for you, and I'll hold him so you can have a closer look. Now Samantha, you're hoping for that sea blue. Oh, there's a definite bit of a waiting list for a sea blue. So if you wanted to go on the waiting list, we can do so, but it is a bit of a wait. Or of course, oh, oops, if you're happy with this colour, or if you prefer to swap for a different colour, do let me know. So here is your darker purple. And if I pop him on the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. I know I did an Aaron. You'll have this lovely as it's thrown. Oh, I mean, it really is. I'm glad you're happy with this colour, my lovely. Let me pop him in here for you. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well, Samantha. And of course, I hope you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. I've got sand everywhere now. At least I only lost a little bit. Just clumsy. No, Samantha, you're very, very welcome. Up next is Sally Jones. Sally, are you here? Sally, hello, 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 hello. Mystery oyster and keep your shells, of course you can. Now, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So let me get this open. It's not 100% Julie. I do think I'm actually going to ring the dentist tomorrow and see if they can see me again, because it's not right. But yeah, it's being kept under control. So yeah, if you see me wincing, I'm okay. It's just, yeah, it's just that playing up. Right, let's go down. So Sally, we're going to see what colour comes out and then we'll go from there. Your mystery oyster. We have quite a nice sharp pop there. Ooh, okay, so you've got a little bit of a pearl blister on the inside, but I can see straight away 1, 2, 3 and 4. Sally, you are quadding. You have got 4 pearls in the one oyster there. And there's no more in that one. So let me just clean up the shells for you, and then we'll go through those colours so you can have a closer look. Yay! No, you're very welcome. Let me just dry these up for you, and then I will go through each of the colours. I'm just going to pop them in the sun so I can move the kitchen towel out of the way. Right. So you have a watermelon, you have a two-tonal apple green, so lighter, it's just a bit of sand there, and then brighter green as you go around there. You have a coral, and you have a candy floss pink. Sally, what do you think to all of these? Now, if you're happy with these, I'll just need to know which one you'd like on your jewellery. And again, if you're not happy, I can swap them for you. So it's completely up to you what you would like to do. Your watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your two-tonal apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. They're beautiful. No, Sally, you're very, very welcome. Which one would you prefer to have on your jewellery? All the pearls are yours. It's just which one placed on that charm. Again, I'm just wrapping up your shells for you. Watermelon, no, you're very, very welcome. Let me bring you back up. And if I pop these in here, and I'll write down that you'd like the watermelon on there. Okay, so Sally, oh, I just need to top up my staplers. Let me write down the watermelon, then I'll grab those in a second. Okay, Sally, my lovely, I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. That's there for you, and I've popped your shells safely over there as well. Right, that has brought us to the end of our order list for today. So thank you all for joining us on this Wednesday. We're going to be live again on Friday for the Christmas themed live. So do keep an eye out on the page. I am going to post all about it tomorrow on the Pearls of Brecon page. So keep an eye out for that information. Have a brilliant week, guys, and I'll see you Friday. Take care. Bye.